April Fools! Huh? What? Oh, that was a little bit ago? Well, it's still April Fools in VRChat. From April 1st to the 14th, you can see this massive April Fools collab that the VRChat community has perfectly executed. Today, we're diving into the whimsical world of VRChat's April Fools event and the mischievous mascot we all love, or maybe fear, VRRat. If you're a fan of chaos, cheese, and virtual shenanigans, you're in for a treat. First, let's talk about VRRat. This low-poly troublemaker has been a part of VRChat lore since 2022. Originally created during a VRChat jam, VRRat started as an NPC in the band world, where band users were sent. But here's the twist. If you dared to touch VRRat's cheese, you'd sink it to the ground and turn to cheese yourself. Talk about a cheesy punishment. Yeah, I said that. Okay. Later, the VRRat avatar was made, and VRChat's creator support account uploaded a usable avatar of VRRat on April 26, 2023. The following year, if you haven't already, I covered this in my How to Get All VRChat Badges video, I talk about how you could get the Cheese Badge, which was only available back in April of 2024, where you would complete a small minigame to get a special badge and background for your VRChat account. Speaking of badges, this year, the VRRat Takeover has now changed the original VRCat badge into the VRRat Badge for one day. It looked like this, what appears to be a PNG of the VRRat avatar. But now, it looks like this cute little image. Sadly, since April Fools is over, the badge has returned to VRCat. VRRat has taken over the VRChat Wiki outside of the platform itself, and even the location of where VRCat is when you are supporting VRChat with VRChat Plus. You can see the cute little guy hanging out right here in your menu. Over the years, VRRat has evolved into a secondary mascot of VRChat, often seen causing chaos and, of course, munching on cheese. Whether it's hijacking social media accounts or starring in April Fool's events, VRRat is always up to something. Now, let's fast forward to this year's April Fool's event. VRRat has taken over VRChat once again, and this time, it's bigger and better. The event features a whopping 56 worlds.
Wow.
Once you open your menu, be sure to click the Psst, over here button. From there, you'll see the VRRat's crazy community takeover. I've only got so much time in one video, so here are just a few worlds to show what this VRRat takeover has been like. Let's start with B Club, made by Blue-Kun, has gotten absolutely decimated by VRRat and his friends. Broken furniture, tagged walls with different art, and a parking lot. You'll notice it's an absolute mess from what originally was established. Going upstairs, you'll see the mess continues with multiple groups of rats hanging out in different locations, littering the world without a single thought or care. It is very funny, however, to see what they're all up to and how they enjoy this world. Furry Hideout, or now known as VRRat Hideout, by Lieutenant Shadow, has also seen the VRRat wave take over. Much like the previous world, it has been absolutely demolished and tainted by all these cheese-loving fiends. The moon has also had a massive turnover and has become a giant cheese ball. There's also a secret tunnel that will lead you to a group of VRRats praising their cheese god. Take a moment to listen to the dialogue. It's absolutely hilarious. The Black Cat by spookyghostboo, now known as the Black Rat, has also been flooded and overrun by VRRat and his gang. You can see these mad critters running around and causing chaos, as well as having hilarious dialogue directed at you. Be sure to see what sort of conversations they have, as it'll always catch you off guard. Drinking Night, now known as Cheese Night, by Rackshaw, has a complete rename to all the fun drinking and party games within the world, and, much like the previous world, is infested with all these little rodents walking around and causing chaos. Trans Academy is also under siege from the VR rodent gang with cheese flags, giant cheese placed everywhere, and the rats running about. You can even see it's not just within these castle walls, but out in the ocean too. There's no place safe from these little fellas. Prismic Avatar Search, by Prismic, is now called VRRat's Avatar Search, and is just covered in cheese. So much cheese. Super Kmart Center, aka VRCrat Mart, I think this one is pretty self-explanatory. All the store is under new management, and the rats are enjoying every second of their new leadership. Uganda Knuckles by Lego Man also got in on the festivities, and changed his entire world to the theme of VRRat. No more Knuckles. Now, there is only Rat. The Great Pug, one of VRChat's oldest and most famous world by Owlboy. From the bottom floor to the top, there is no stopping where these rats will go. Popcorn Palace, a world by a spacebaar, now called VRRat's Palace, a world where you go to watch videos and chill with friends, has now become the playground and absolute chaotic scene for VRRat. You can't take a step without noticing one of these rodents, hardly a moment of peace. A simple fishing world, created by Puppet, now hacked by VRRat to showcase every single fish you catch as a giant fish-shaped cheese catch. Talk about hook, line, and stinker. Idle Home by Maki has a few cute placements with VRRat in them. I giggled when I was beating these monsters and seeing VRRat sit comfortably on top of their heads. Five Skies by Juice is just nightmare fuel. Not much else to say. I was just low-key kind of like nervous from start to finish when I got here. Also, speaking of Juice, they also updated one of VRChat's more higher-end world, Magnetize, an absolutely amazing world that, like many other locations here, needs a separate and dedicated video to gush over how glorious it is. With that being said, Magnetize is also VRRat invaded, so be sure to check it out too. Magic Freeze Tag, now called Magic Cheese Tag, by VRChat's most famous world creator, Jar, now has you running around in a more VRRat themed world with mousetraps and cheese. Furry Talk and Chill has become Furry Talk and Cheese. Yeah, hey, I love the title change humor, alright? Big shout out to Bandit for taking part in this awesome event and having the furry community involved. Blackfire, an absolutely gorgeous world, which has won an award from the VR Community Awards, also has taken part in this April Fool's activity by renaming to Rat's Fire. I'm pretty sure the footage here helps explain what happened since April 1st. Absolutely mind-blowing. Thank you for your hard work, Bloomin. Spook Em Up has become Rat Em Up, an absolutely amazing world created by the talented Crazium. From funny VRRat pictures to an actual stage area with cheese and rat traps, this world is an absolute blast to visit during and after April Fools. Zombie survival is no more. Now there is only rat survival. This is actually another personal favorite world of mine, created by the talented Teal. All the zombies have become replaced by VR rats, and plenty of goofy sounds and effects have also been inserted. Hang in there, we're almost done. JetSki Rush got an update that includes an awesome VRRat JetSki unlock, with lots of VRRats to filter the world as you race around with your friends or against the clock. And lastly, what I would consider the best for last, NeoWorlds, aka Rat Worlds. If you play these old Flash games on your PC, you'll feel right at home. This world deserves a whole video just for itself. But I just wanted to showcase all of this amazing effort put into April Fool's collab. A huge shout out to Widget365 to making such an awesome execution for the community. Okay, now, I need to take a moment to also celebrate how VRRat has been functioning so well. All thanks to Pikapetey. Pikapetey went through great lengths to program all these VRRats and animations. Be sure to check out his account and give him a follow. He's very passionate in what he does, and I highly recommend seeing his other content he pumps out. Beyond the laughs and chaos, VRRat represents something deeper, the playful and collaborative spirit of VRChat. It's a reminder that even in a virtual world, we can come together to create something truly unique and memorable. So, what are your thoughts on VRRat and this year's April Fool's event? Have you explored the worlds yet? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed the video, maybe leave a comment, give it a like or something. Maybe even hit that subscribe button. I don't know, you do what you want. I'm not your mom. Anyway, that's that. Thanks for watching. I'll see y'all later. I'm Chyadosensei. Look, it's the cheese thing back there too. Did I forget to put in the video? Look, there he goes.